much on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. And we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go now. 54 base. 54 Mike. Silver.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line it. 15 line it. Just leave you. 80 weapons. Hey, Delta. Hey, Jet. Now.
On first down, it's Greer. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Markevius Mingo able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 42.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
54. Check.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check. Crunch. Wide. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He was looking that time for Stills.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was he expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darrell Henderson, 97 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that's it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Go. I got him. On me. Right, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Go, go.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. On second down now, it's Henderson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Greer. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready?
Second down, it's Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Hey, 2, 5.
Throwing on third down, Greer. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Watch 36 to Mike. Too little.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Kill.
Throwing on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Number 1.
3rd and 2, Greer. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Go.
They snap it to Greer. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st down, Grant looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's get it. Ready?
Throwing on second down. Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen now looks to throw.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Interception, baby, all day. Hit it. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Lucky. Let go.
After the turnover, here's Greer. Complete to Jones. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
First down at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They will run with Grant. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
So we got man. Greystone, travel.
Greer on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raider. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson is going to have the hook up to Scott. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd down, Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They go back to Grant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Slam.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Scott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 39, Greer. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. On 1st and 10, Greer. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Greer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dylan Cole. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll run it again with Miller. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Luke Wilson there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Jackson to throw. He wants it all for the... Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Room here to run. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run once more with Henderson. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Tighten down. There you go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.